name's Rapunzel, and today we're gonna be doing super curly hair extensions today.
Flower girl.
Flower girl hair extensions.
Okay, so Rapunzel is going to be in a wedding. She isn't actually going to be the flower girl, but she's going to a wedding, and so this is the dress she's going to wear, and we're going to practice doing her hair today. We're going to make it super curly, and if I curled it without the hair extensions, her hair would be really short, so we're doing it with hair extensions. And we're going to start by doing the top first. I'm just going to brush it back. Then I'm going to put 3 hot rollers in the top. Start by just kind of splitting it, parting it on each side. Okay, so I'm going to start by pulling out about 1 inch of hair off from the top and getting that ready to curl. I'm going to spray it with some shaping spray. This is So Gorgeous Volumizing Hairspray Shaping. It's not a finishing spray. This comes from Sally Beauty Supply. Then I'm going to choose one of the smaller curls. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take the next section of hair and do the same thing. I'll do this all the way along the top, just to give some volume to the top. So I'm going to leave these 3 in while I do the rest of her hair, and then we'll pull them out and do the top last. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is pull up all but the very bottom layer of hair. I like to just kind of get a straight part if possible. The rest of the clip up out of the way. Then I'm going to curl her hair with the curling iron. Again, I have sprayed this with the heat spray just to make sure that it doesn't get damaged. And I'm not wanting to make her hair super curly because that would just make it pull up to not very long. And I kind of want it to blend in with the hair extensions. So I'm going to talk about how I prepared the hair extensions. I did all of this last night while she was asleep so that she didn't have to sit while I curled all of this hair. But what I did was I sprayed it with the heat spray, the heat protectant, and then I let it sit until it was completely dry. Now it was nice and straight and dry, and then I just curled it just like I would her hair with the curling iron. What I do if I want it really curly is I go ahead and just smooth the hair out really well, make sure there's no tangles. And I get a hold of the hair with the curling iron right by the end, and then I just wrap it around. Just like I would her hair, I'm only going to let it sit on the curling iron about 10 to 15 seconds. While I would never want to burn her hair, the hair extensions are even more sensitive. That's why they have to be completely dry, and that's why you only leave them on 10 to 15 seconds. It's going to give you a nice curl. Now a little secret is when you take it off of the curling iron, if you can keep it curled, while it dries, it will dry much curlier. So I'm going to keep this curled like this and let it dry. I'm going to put just a little bit of the shaping spray on it. Set this one down to use last. Okay. So this one we curled last night, got it ready. I'm just going to put a little touch of the hairspray right where I'm going to put it in her hair. Okay, I'm not going to brush these curls or anything until I'm done, and then I will pick them just a little. Okay, so we're going to pull down about another 1 inch of hair. And you may have noticed that I'm using the wefts that aren't very long because her hair isn't very long through here. I don't know if you've noticed, but what I usually do before I spray is I'll just put the hair in my hand, kind of spray into my hand because I just don't want it to go in her face. These hair extensions are from mypeakvanity.com. They're called Lush Lots. We've been using them for about 2 months, and they're just as beautiful today as they were the day that I bought them. I've read a lot about how to match hair extension color to your natural hair. And what I've read is that you don't try to actually match it, you try to make it blend with your hair. So Rapunzel has lots of natural highlights in her hair, So this color has a really light brown and a dark blonde mix, which is just perfect for her hair. Okay, now on the next one, I'm going to go ahead and put 2 in. So this has 4 wefts, these 2 do. Make sure there's plenty of hair above the hair extensions to cover them up. But because these hair extensions blend so well with her hair, if one shows a little bit, it's not going to be very obvious. I did want to let you know that we went and took Rapunzel and she had her first haircut in 2 years. Actually, she didn't go, it was her hair extensions. We got her hair extensions cut. We got 2 inches cut off the length. They were 20 inches when we got them. But the top layers we got 4 inches cut off. So it's a little bit more layered, and the curls will definitely stay on much better now that it's just a little bit shorter. I'm going to need to curl the top layer. I'm going to take a little extra time curling this top layer because it's going to show the most. Now you can see that I'm switching directions, going towards the other side of her face. I want to make sure that all the wefts are covered really well, so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of comb the top of this to make sure all of the different layers, all of the parts that we curl are separated. I would never back comb her hair extensions. I don't really like back combing her hair. I do like to spread it out and make sure it's going to cover. Okay, and we've chosen a sparkly headband that's sort of pink like her dress. We're going to see how this works. We may not use this one for the wedding. Ears, make sure you're in front of all the wefts. Put it in place. Now to finish it up, I'm just going to kind of smooth the top down just a little. Now is when I'm going to use the finishing hairspray. This is called So Gorgeous Volumizing Freezing Spray, and this will hold it in place. It also doesn't make it real stiff like some hairsprays do, but it will definitely hold her hair in place. Now I do want to kind of make her hair and the extensions blend a little bit better, so I'm going to go ahead and take the pick and just kind of pick through it just a little before the hairspray is completely firm. Stand up, let me see the front. Perfect. You're all done. So this is Rapunzel's finished look for the wedding. Go ahead and do your spin. Okay, how about a slow one so that they can see what your hair looks like.